Every time we look at Rolex watches, they never fail to impress us, and they've surprised everyone once more with their recent business move in the market. We're diving into Rolex's game-changing decision to acquire Bucherer, a renowned luxury retailer. We'll uncover the reasons behind this bold step and explore how it's reshaping the world of high-end timepieces. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Rolex's acquisition of Bucherer is not just a smart business move, but a historic moment that could redefine the luxury watch landscape. In the world of Swiss watchmaking, Rolex has always been a name that screams prestige and luxury. But things recently got quite interesting in the watch industry. Rolex, the brand that's like the king of Swiss watch street, just bought the famous luxury seller Bucherer. This clever move is definitely going to have a big impact on the fancy watch market. But before we dive into what this means, let's first get how big of a deal Rolex is. Think of Rolex as the big boss of Swiss watches. They're super famous and powerful in the world of fancy watches. When it comes to how much fancy Swiss watches are sold abroad, Rolex is responsible for a whopping 28% of the whole shebang. To give you a sense of how huge that is, their so-called rival, Omega, only manages 7.5%. This massive chunk of the market shows that Rolex is the undisputed leader in the world of luxury time-telling. Now, onto the juicy part. Rolex recently made a smart move by buying Bucherer, which is a fancy store that sells posh watches and jewelry. Bucherer has around 100 swanky shops in the United States and Europe. Out of these, 53 sell Rolex watches, and 48 have another brand called Tudor, which is like Rolex's little brother. The connection between Rolex and Bucherer goes way back, more than 90 years, and this purchase shows how strong their friendship is. To sum it up, Rolex's massive share of the market shows that they're the big shots in the watch world, and their latest move to acquire Bucherer only makes them even more powerful in the fancy watch business. With its rich history and unwavering commitment to excellence, Rolex continues to stand out as a symbol of precision, luxury, and timeless elegance. But why did Rolex, a giant in the watch world, decide to buy a retailer? This move might surprise those who are familiar with Rolex's traditional way of selling watches. However, there are some compelling reasons behind this strategic choice. Back in 2019, Rolex was approached about getting into the retail game. Some other luxury brands were doing it at the time. The industry was shifting away from selling through multi-brand retailers and moving towards open single-brand boutiques. However, Rolex's response at that time was crystal clear. They had no interest in stepping into the retail space. Instead, they wanted to focus on improving their network of authorized dealers. Rolex's authorized dealers are not owned by the brand itself. They're independent businesses that buy Rolex watches to resell them. This distinction is essential because it sets them apart from what we call gray market dealers, mainly in terms of pricing rather than customer service. Rolex keeps a tight grip on its authorized dealers, telling them where and how to display their watches, and even dictating the number of watches available for immediate purchase. However, Rolex's control over these dealers has its limits. The most decisive action Rolex can take against an authorized dealer is to revoke their dealership status. But this process usually requires years of poor customer service and damage to Rolex's reputation. One of the main issues that customers face with Rolex authorized dealers is the less than stellar customer experience. Some customers might end up on waitlists that don't exist, effectively leaving the store without making a purchase. Moreover, some report feeling unwelcome or condescending when trying to buy a Rolex watch. Rolex has a practice of labeling customers as VIPs based on how much they spend annually at their authorized dealers. Typically, this elite status is granted to those who shell out substantial sums, ranging from $100,000 to $200,000 each year. However, a significant chunk of these VIP clients turns out to be gray market dealers who cleverly spend their money on less desirable items just to gain access to the more sought-after Rolex pieces. Eventually, these gray market dealers make a profit by reselling Rolex watches. Imagine a customer walking into a Rolex boutique eager to buy a Submariner but facing a 12-month waitlist. Now, they can simply turn to a display of watches from competing brands and make a purchase. Even though they didn't buy a Rolex, the profit from this sale still goes to Rolex, ensuring they don't miss out on potential revenue. Rolex's decision to dive into retail by acquiring a multi-brand retailer is a strategic move that addresses long-standing issues within their authorized dealer network. By offering rival brands alongside their own, Rolex not only gains control over the customer experience but also seizes the opportunity to maximize profits. Now, when customers walk into a Bucherer store looking for a Rolex Submariner, they also have the option to purchase other luxury watches like an Omega Seamaster. This contributes to Rolex's profits. Importantly, even with the purchase of Bucherer, Rolex insists that business will continue as usual with their authorized dealer network. There's a possibility that Rolex could follow the lead of other luxury brands and prioritize their own boutiques for high-demand and coveted watches. Bucherer might become the go-to place for Rolex's sports watches, creating competition for existing retailers. This speculation has already had an impact on some retailers, as seen in the 20% drop in the share price of Watches of Switzerland when Rolex announced the Bucherer acquisition. To understand the significance of Rolex's move, consider the highly sought-after Rolex GMT Master 2 Root Beer. These watches are in high demand, and their limited supply often results in long waitlists. Buyers are left frustrated, waiting for months or even years, only to find out that VIP clients and gray market dealers often get priority. VIP status isn't determined by waitlist position, but by the amount spent at authorized dealers, creating an unbalanced system. The future of Rolex's acquisition of Bucherer not only solidifies its dominance, but also presents an opportunity to address three long-standing issues: supply shortages, customer service, and the gray market. However, for other Rolex retailers, the future may hold uncertainties. If Rolex follows the strategy of other luxury brands, they might prioritize their own boutiques. The immediate aftermath of this news has already shaken the market, with Watches of Switzerland experiencing a significant 20% drop in their share price. This acquisition doesn't just strengthen Rolex's position in the market, it stands as a testament to their vision. Rolex can potentially address supply issues, enhance customer service, and tackle the gray market, all while safeguarding their financial standing. These moves makes us wonder, is this a brilliant strategy to uphold their legacy and refine their brand perception, or does it give Rolex towering power that could change the dynamics of luxury retail? Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Luxury Focus for more videos regarding popular watch brands. See you next time!